Matthew, it's such a pleasure to meet you.
It's my pleasure, thank you.
I know that I did note that one of the movies, I've watched a lot of your movies in the past, but I noticed that the movie you were involved in last year was actually from a Kickstarter campaign that you found online. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that story?
Which film was that?
The Last Days of
Coney
Island.
Well, that's a fascinating story. It's a Ralph Bakshi film, and Ralph Bakshi, I was really excited to work with him. My father was a drive-in theater manager, and I'd grown up and seen his films, in particular Fritz the Cat, which was an X-rated cartoon that played at the drive-in. And we were living in Utah at the time, and it caused a great uproar in Utah with the Mormons, you know, that we were playing an X-rated cartoon, because it was very confusing, because like, wait a minute, it's a cartoon, but wait, it's X-rated. And so my dad got in a lot of trouble in Utah for playing that movie. So I met Ralph, and it's kind of all gone haywire. I mean, I love Ralph. He's wonderfully eccentric, and the concept of his film is very interesting. But my producing partner, Adam Rakoff, and I have done everything we can to help him. But I think that there's a reason why he hasn't made films for a long time and is living in New Mexico, and I think he's just become such a contrary person that I hope. I mean, I did my part. I did the voice of Shorty, and we recorded it, and it was a fantastic experience. It was really great. But I think that there's just that poor Ralph has gone off the rails a bit.
Right.
I hope not. I mean.
And what do you think about the fact that both movies and creative projects, but also startups, can now get funded via crowdfunding campaigns? Are you happy about that? Or?
I think it's interesting because it's a way that people have of voting for a project and saying, I want to support that, I want to be a part of that. So.
It sort of proves the model before it happens,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. I know that Kickstarter's passed a kind of $1 billion mark of how much money they've raised for different projects. And there's been some extraordinary projects, you know, not just films, animated shorts, but science projects and things that can improve our lives and the way that we communicate with one another. Scientific projects, fuel efficiency projects, things that have a way of helping society move forward. So they're very particular about the things that they take on. There is a process that you have to go through. You can't just say, I'm going to do a Kickstarter, and they agree to do it. But you have to pass through a kind of scientific proving and say why this project is worthy.
But it's sort of like more powers come to the people rather than to the big movie moguls and the VZs.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the thing is always difficult with the film industry is distribution.
Right.
And that's what the big guns own is the distribution.
Yes.
So, you know, you can make a short film, and there's a few places that you can try to find ways of recouping money from making it. But if you make a feature film and you don't have some kind of cooperation from the people that own the distribution, it's very difficult to get your film seen.
Congratulations on being a Maverick, and with the award that's happening this afternoon, because I know we come from a whole ecosystem of Mavericks, so we'd like to include you in our ecosystem, in the startup ecosystem. Thanks again,
thank
Matthew.
You very much. Thank you very much.
Wonderful to meet you.
Thank you. Lovely to meet you.